Imagine this scene. Many years from now, after you pass away, surrounded by your loved ones, you slip into the hazy twilight between life and death. You're not in heaven yet, but on the sideline of a massive stadium. For me, it's Empower Field at Mile High in Colorado, home of the Denver Broncos. For you, maybe it's Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, Notre Dame Stadium in Indiana, Beijing's National Stadium, or London's Wembley Stadium. The venue is at max capacity, 80,000 people. But those people are not there to watch a sporting event. They are all there to say goodbye to you. The crowd murmurs and rises to its feet as you approach midfield. Many of the faces are those of people you know. Friends, family, neighbors, co-workers. But the rest you only dimly recognize. Former clients and employees, friends of friends, classmates, your electrician, your daughter's basketball coach, the mail person. These are the transactional relationships in your life that you rarely think about. The people who don't remember your name, but remember how you treated them. Will these 80,000 people be stomping, clapping, and chanting your name to thank you for the positive influence you've had on their lives? Or will they be silent? Even worse, will the crowd boo and curse your name? Here's an even more important question. If you knew, right now, that every person you'd ever influenced would be waiting for you in a stadium at the end of your life, how would it affect you today? Would you lead and love differently? Would you treat people a little differently? Maybe a lot differently? A few years ago, my nonprofit youth program, the National Leadership Academy, hosted our annual book and benefit fundraiser. We always feature a keynote speech by a best-selling author, and that year we'd invited my friend John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, The Power of Positive Leadership, and other best-selling books. I love this man, and I'm among the millions who read his books religiously. John is a dynamite speaker, and like the rest of the audience that day, I was hanging on his every word. At the end of his speech, John said something that moved me deeply. I heard about a recent study showing that the average person will influence 80,000 people in their lives, positively or negatively. I felt everything go quiet as the words sank in. We influence 80,000 people in our lives. I started doing the math in my head. If you divide 80,000 by the average life expectancy, 78 years, you get 1,025 people impacted per year, or 2.8 daily. Every single day, 2 or 3 people are filtering into your stadium and preparing to cheer you on, boo you off the field, or sit there trying to figure out who you are. You can choose to be a good influence, or you can choose to be a bad one. It's that simple. Will your stadium be filled with 80,000 cheers or jeers? The choice is yours. The 80,000 people in your stadium won't remember how you managed or led them. They won't remember what products you sold or the services you provided. They will simply remember your actions and words that changed their lives. Your legacy of influence. In its most basic sense, influence means having a lasting effect on the character or behavior of another person. Put another way, the people with the loudest stadiums, those thumping arenas where even the folks in the nosebleed seats are stomping their feet and screaming, are the very best influencers. I don't blame you if that word makes you cringe. Go ahead and Google the word influencer and see what comes up. The top hits are sites like Influencer Marketing, the biggest influencers on TikTok, and how to make money being a social media influencer. The word wasn't even added to the dictionary until 2019. A person with the ability to influence potential buyers of a product or service by promoting or recommending the items on social media. In other words, being an influencer is all about making money by getting other people to buy stuff. Yeah, it's not exactly the most inspiring message in the world. Maybe if you're one of the Kardashians, you will have a stadium full of folks who bought products because of your Instagram posts. But for the rest of us, being an influencer means something much more personal. One of the greatest influencers I know is my wife, Jill. When I'm in her stadium one day cheering furiously, I'm not going to be thinking about how she influenced me to sign up for the Marriott Vacation Club. I'll be thinking about how she saved my life with her 50 letters.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.